Nice collection, dog.
Yep, half wrap 335, half wrap 335V.
Fully wrapped
Still here.
and fully clapped.
Still here. That one, it has a scratch now because our neighbors like to scratch my cars, assholes. I mean, the title and the thumbnail already says everything, probably.
Probably or probably not.
Probably not. I mean, we don't know until the future, but the future will tell me everything. So, as of right now, I think the thumbnail and title tells you everything, but not really. I thought it was like not enough cars for me, so I just went and decided to buy another one. And this time, it was similar, not really similar, but it is kind of similar to what I had before, which was a 340. I can't really say it's similar. It's not. But then it is. It's not, then it is, but it's not. It's very similar in some ways. It's not similar in other ways.
The 340 is like top sirloin, and then this one is more like filet mignon. Top of the food chain, dog.
Yeah, I was like, Christian got a new M2. I was like, maybe I need a new car. Why not?
We both need to sound like shit together.
Yes, exactly. I found me and Christian found the worst sounding cars that BMW makes, I think. And I think we're gonna fix both of them, possibly. But I've been looking for this car for a while. Well, not really looking, but I was like thinking about it for a while. And I didn't want to get another 340 because I liked the 340, but I didn't like the 340 because of certain things that 340 had, but then the 340 also didn't have certain things, and it also felt a little bit sluggish as far as steering feel, suspension feel. So this car was, I guess, the next step up from that. Yeah, I think it is definitely a step up for sure. As far as the looks too, it has the hips.
I agree.
It has the hips. So I guess I'll tell you what I got. F80 M3 in Alpine White, or not Alpine White, Mineral.
Yes.
Really? I think it's Mineral White. Yes. I think. I didn't care too much about the colors.
It's white.
It's white. That's all we're gonna say. The only color that I wanted to completely off the list was Yasmarina Blue. I hate that color, even though Christian has a color that's very similar to Yasmarina Blue.
Yes.
I still don't agree with that color, but okay, it's fine. I found this car. Well, there was several cars that I found, and this car was on cars.com. Didn't even have any pictures.
It was freshly listed.
Freshly listed, didn't have any pictures of the interior and the exterior, so I just went ahead.
Yes.
So, like I said, didn't have any pictures of the interior or exterior, and we've looked at a couple of F80s, actually me and him, and there was two F80s that had F30 seats in them. So we're taking a very, very, very expensive gamble on this car, because if it came with like E90 or F30 seats, I would have probably killed myself, because I drove an hour and 30 minutes to get the car.
Yeah, sight unseen.
Yep. So the first time I saw the car was actually when I got to the dealership. Thankfully, it didn't come with
It's gonna come with F30 seats.
F30 seats.
Or worse, E90 seats. We've seen an F80 M3 CS with E90 seats in it.
Yes, and then I saw an F80 comp with F30 seats and brown trim inside, which is never a thing on F80s. But this one came like it should. It has F80 seats, and it has a full leather package, meaning the dash and everything is leather. It has a bunch of unnecessary things, in my opinion, but it's whatever, like parking sensors, side camera,
360 camera.
360 camera, things like that. The bonus is the carbon roof, which is not peeling, and it's in decent condition. And I think the car is ceramic coated halfway.
Easy way to tell is black pillars have no scratches or swirl marks on them.
Yep. And this has also the mind your business tint because the front windshield is also tinted.
And it's very dark.
Yes.
You can't see anything in there.
There's a couple of flaws on the car. It's obviously not a brand new car. It's a 2015 F80. Not a comp. Just whatever model, base model. With carbon roof. So it does have flaws like windshield cowl. There's a section of the, what's it called, the dash that's peeling. It's not really a major thing. It's like all the way up front. Can't really tell too much. Usual rock chips up front from previous owner driving on a highway. Clapped out carbon grills that are gonna get changed out. There was also carbon pieces here that looked absolutely like dog shit. So they got removed right away. This, I didn't remove it because
you don't have replacements.
I don't have replacements yet. Headlights look okay. I wish I had Icon headlights, but that's like $6,000.
Alibaba.
I'm good. I'll just rock with stock ones. It's okay. They look fine. They just need to be polished. And then the top of the headlight had some bullshit on it, so
Bay Optics, what's good right here? Bay Optics.
Sure.
Maybe they'll watch this video.
Maybe they will. Maybe not. And they're gonna be like kick rocks, but it's okay. The hood was actually carbon fiber wrapped. Don't ask why. I don't know. There's very questionable mods on this car, but the hood was wrapped and it actually kept it protected, except one chip.
Yeah, so they weren't hiding anything.
Yep. So there's one chip on the hood. Everything else on the car is pretty good. We have
M Performance. Cabron fiber.
Trunk spoiler. That's actually the same as my 340, or worse. Same taillights as my 340, GTS taillights.
GTS.
And we have a carbon fiber rear diffuser. Okay, I didn't know that. I just figured it out. I have the kick thing.
You have the kick. Man, this is fully loaded F80, bro.
I have the kick thing.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Look, there's freaking sequence for the taillights too.
What?
Yes.
I'm not doing anything and it's opening.
Yes.
Okay, so my F30 had the same thing. So I just figured that out. That's great.
Surprised you still have it with the carbon diffuser. When I did the carbon diffuser on the M5, I lost that.
Well, that one is not even secured, and that's why my exhaust was rattling.
Oh.
Which I fixed. I had the car for about 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Just didn't make a video. But yeah, besides that, everything else on the body is pretty good shape. The car has 77,000 miles, so kind of, virgin-ish. It does have mods. There's some mods, but the exhaust is stock. Thank God. Thank God it's stock. If we go on the inside, it's very dark in here. You have full leather door cards.
That's very nice. That is very, very nice.
You have full leather dash. Obviously, everything else is leather.
And seats are mint.
Yes, very nice
For
seats.
70,000 miles, it really took care of this car.
And I think the best part about this car is the rear window shade. So it has window
Fully
shade.
loaded, bro.
Here.
Window shade. I thought that was an M5 type of thing, man. 5 Series.
You have these, and then you have one in the back that's
automated.
And I'll show you the 2 questionable mods that the car came with. These stupid ass
Overlays.
stick-on overlays that came with the car. This one goes on your AC controls and whatever, and this obviously goes on the steering wheel. When I got the car, this was literally like this, and it was peeling off the steering wheel. So as soon as I drove off the lot, this was the first thing to go. And that is how I feel about this and this. Do not buy this garbage. It looks like ass. So,
For sale.
I know what I have. Anyways, this was the first thing to go on the car. Along with the front splitters, they completely got destroyed. There's also some questionable mods under the engine bay, which I'll show you right now. Under the hood, we have an S55
Yes.
with some very, very questionable mods, I think, in my opinion. For an M car, a CTS charge cooler is ass. Just gonna say that out loud. Just gonna say that right now. And also, these intakes just look like shit. I mean, they're kind of expensive. I think it was like what?
I think they're super functional, but they just
look like shit. I hate how they look with the red and like this window here. Like, also the charge pipes, they look like shit too. The whole thing just looks like shit. I would rather have a stock everything in here versus this, because I've seen these things lose horsepower instead of gain horsepower.
should have beauty cover at, bro.
Well, the beauty cover was rubbing up against the hood and it was making noise, like it was knocking. So that had to go for now until we fix the pasta in here. There's 3 known issues with the car. Differential has a leak, something underneath has a leak in the engine bay, and the suspension is ass. When I say ass, I mean I have EDC on this car, which, you know, you have Sport, Sport Plus, and Comfort. You can go from Sport Plus to Comfort and nothing changes. It's still a rough ride. It's still whatever it is.
Permanently on Sport Plus Plus.
Yep. So it rides really rough. Obviously the height is not ideal anyways, because there's like a fist that can fit in the front here, and the back looks normal, but the front is like shit. But overall, the car's pretty good. I think it was a pretty decent purchase. I'm gonna disclose the price, because everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, I bought mine for $10,000." I don't care. Just know that I bought it for a decent price. Came with a couple mods that are gonna get taken out. We're gonna put new mods. Obviously, we're gonna address the Achilles heel of this car, which is the crank hub. That's gonna be my excuse to fix the oil leak. And the car did come with a decent warranty for 90 days. So maybe the warranty can fix that, so I don't have to pay for it. And we just do the crank hub at the same time. Yes, I don't know what else.
I think we gotta go for a drive.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Got a new iDrive display as well.
I don't know about that. So the car did get serviced at BMW right before I bought it, and they said that the iDrive had an issue, so it's replaced. I don't know. It kind of looks new, but it doesn't look new. I don't like the fact that it doesn't have Apple CarPlay, because obviously 2015 models didn't come with Apple CarPlay. So I guess that's a kind of a negative, but it's whatever. Music works, all of that stuff works. AC is probably one of the best ACs that I have in any of my cars, because E9X AC kind of sucks compared to this. Like, you can freeze your ass off in here. Carbon fiber everywhere. Dash, center console. This is aftermarket. This is aftermarket, and this is actually flapped, so that has to be changed, because the carbon piece wants to just slide out. There's also a pull start button that's, you know, not my favorite color, so that's gonna get swapped out. I don't know if you can hear or feel the road noise.
Yeah.
But it's definitely there, and this is a Sport, like not Sport Plus. I can put it in Comfort and it still has a lot of road noise, and when you go over the reflectors, it makes
It's like you're going over craters.
it makes shit ton of noise. Handling wise, this car is by far one of the best cars as far as OEM. Handles great. Steering response is there. And this Alfa Romeo is trying to pass me. That's cool.
Julia, it's not even a quattrofolio.
Yeah, slow. Yeah, anyways, the steering feel is amazing, I think. Obviously it's artificial because it's electric steering, but it feels good when you put it in M2 mode, which is Sport Plus, everything. it gets really tight. Response is like you're like driving on rails, because from what I know, everything on this car is pretty much spherical bushing-ish, but it's not like, you know, overkill aftermarket spherical bushings. It's OEM stuff. So, I mean, slight. That's just a slight movement, and you're already doing this versus other cars that I've had that are OEM and they're in good condition, which is like the F30.
Yeah.
It didn't have as much of a stiffness to it. Power-wise, it definitely, I think it lacks a little bit of power, because it's stock downpipe, stock exhaust, stock everything, and stock tune. It definitely can use some more oomph. Some sauce, you know, but as soon as you put a downpipes and exhaust in this car, you unleash that disgusting S55. There's just no escaping it, and I don't give a fuck if you say, oh, you can put the Active Auto Works unequal mid pipe. I don't give a shit. That shit sounds like ass. It does not do anything. Oh, it release the rasp. No, it doesn't.
And that's not Active's fault. It's just the car.
I'm not talking shit about Active. Active, sure, they made the exhaust sound a little bit better, but doesn't get rid of it.
It's the engine, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't get rid of that disgusting rasp. So I don't know. I might try different things with this exhaust just to get it to sound right, or maybe we'll just go single turbo. Maybe
single exit twins.
Everybody will hate me if I do a single exit, but guess what? I don't care. I might just do a single exit on this car, just like every other car that I've done it on. And maybe it'll actually look good on this car. We won't know. But for sure, if I do downpipes and exhaust, it's going to sound like caca.
Caca, bro.
I haven't heard a single F80 that sounded good with any kind of exhaust, unless it's single turbo.
I'm gonna have to argue with one. And you know which one I'm talking about.
Which one?
The one you worked on forever.
Oh,
the Pures.
Well, you can say that.
That didn't sound terrible.
That car sounded disgusting at idle.
Yeah.
It was a manual F80 with pure stage 2 high flows and an AWE straight pipe, essentially, because it was just no resonators, no mufflers, no nothing. It was just straight piped exhaust. That car sounded decent under watt, but when you sit there and idle, or when you start the car, it has that disgusting
caca.
Blah. So I don't think there's a way of escaping it. Maybe I'll find a way to escape it somehow, some way. There is companies out there making different exhausts still for this car, but I don't know. We'll see what we'll do. It's either, like I said, single or single,
or maybe
yes.
single and single,
or that. Yes.
and single.
Single and single, it will definitely sound good, but it depends.
Dude, single turbo F80s just sound absolutely amazing.
Single turbo F80s also cost a lot of money, and I don't know. I mean, if you compare this to a E90 335, the price is like on parts way more. Carbon fiber bits and pieces, way more. Everything is just, it's just M-Tax everywhere. But we're obviously going to take care of all the issues with this car first. I'm not going to go and I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to go and mod the car, but then we might do mods to fix the issues.
We'll do mods after the 90 days.
Yes. But we're going to fix all the issues that the car has. Try to make the car sound better and add some more power to it, because it's definitely not fast. Like it has the get up and go in first and second gear. Third gear is like, which I'll show you right now. Sport Plus M1.
Bro, that was a lot saucier than I remember it being. Holy shit.
So there's one thing about this car that is the tits. You can give it the beans in first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, and it will keep spinning, but it will keep going straight. It's not like the M5 where M5 goes one way
sideways
or the other way. This car will literally go straight. And I've done it many times since I bought the car, and every time I do it, it just goes straight.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's the case when it has a little bit more power.
Dude, rolling burnouts, man.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it from like straight sitting for the most part, but hopefully if I do add, well, when I add more horsepower, it still does the same thing where it goes straight. Because if it doesn't, then I'm gonna have to get some new tires.
Yeah, because my Supra does not go straight, and my M5 does not go straight.
Yeah, there's something with this diff and chassis, whatever it is, that...
Yikes.
Yeah. Oof. So, it definitely has the oomph in first and second, but third gear is like, ooh, and it dies out. Don't like that. So, it needs a little bit more sauce in third and fourth gear, and then I'll be a little bit more happier. But overall the car is exactly what I anticipated and wanted, and I think it would be a good addition to the channel, since
To the club.
every car I have is an E9X car, just a different body shape.
Yeah.
And we only have one I guess one weirdo over there with the N55, which is gonna get sold.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a way better version of the N55, and just
Yes.
See, the F80 M3 just sounds better stock. No rasp.
just leave it stock.
It sounds better that way.
Yeah, for now, until I try to add power, and then
Yeah, then you don't have a choice.
yeah, and then that's when things get interesting with the sound.
Yeah. All you have to do is when you open it up, you rev to 2,500 RPM maximum, and you don't hear rasp.
I think that's a case with your M2. I don't know about this one.
Oh, okay, yeah, the M2, you do low revs and it doesn't rasp.
We know because we tested certain
Yeah.
things on the car. But yeah, maybe I'll figure out how to fix the rasp, since I already figured out how to make the N54 kind of sound good.
Yeah, single turbo.
Yeah, so to make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and watch the whole fucking video, so I can get some.
We need some watch time in this bitch.
We need some watch time so I can afford these goddamn mods and show it on YouTube.
Yes.
So Jess
Yes.
and bye.